Hello, my name is Jordyn Barber and I'm the founder of the Greenprint.
And I'm Colleen McGregor and I'm the co-founder of the Greenprint.
So the Greenprint is a nonprofit organization and we're dedicated to empowering people around the world to build sustainable communities that really achieve those UN Sustainable Development Goals. And what those goals are they are really just a great mandate to tackle poverty, climate change, social injustice. And so how we empower local communities and people around the world to do this is using a game. We believe that using a game just makes it convenient, it makes it accessible, and it makes it something that everybody can take part in. So our game plays kind of like SimCity or City Skylines, any city simulation game that you've ever played, but it's all connected to real world data. So people are playing on real world land, they are using real world technology, and they're simulating with real world data. So people can actually test and design and explore these communities in a virtual world. But we don't just stop at the virtual. We provide a prototype where people can basically have a blueprint to build this in the real world. And we facilitate the process of crowdsourcing so that this can be made a reality. So our whole big vision is for people to use this as really, from the film world, like the film is made in pre-production, right? So this is really like the pre-production for a better world.
We realized that collaboration and sharing ideas and aggregating those ideas is where you can actually make something that incorporates the feedback from all different people and makes it truly equitable in the process of building a future society. So as we started collaborating, you become addicted to collaboration. You realize you want to have more people at the table, more ideas, more research. And so the game is able to do that, and it can expand endlessly to facilitate any new information that comes out about sustainability.
At the University of Southern California, I got my bachelor's in interactive media, which is essentially game design, and I got my master's, my MFA in film and TV production. So that, I took away from that two core pieces of my philosophy. One, there's something called the magic circle, and this is in game theory. So in game design, the magic circle is the theory that anytime you sit down and play a game, you're agreeing to those rules of the game. I picked up from that society is a big magic circle. These are rules that we are all, agreeing to. The time that the light bulb went off the first time was when we were applying for the grant for Unity for Humanity.
Yes.
I really think that's like the first time that it was like, wait, maybe we should go in the direction of a game. But even then, it was like a model. It was like, let's
at least make a model in VR. Like, why not use the technology to build a walkthrough?
Yeah.
So that was like the first thing. It made total sense. Like, okay, she's built a city. We can't build it right now. We didn't have all the funds to build the city. So we're like, well, we can build it in the VR space with architects and different people. So we brought architects to the table, and we were thinking, okay, we could do that. But then with her game background and it just became, I don't know, it feels like a long time ago, but it was like right at the beginning.
It does feel like a long time ago. So when she says architect, so the third person we brought in was Alexandra, who Colleen had worked with, and she was an architect. And so I met with Alexandra to kind of, model out the neighborhood. And we start modeling out the neighborhood, and we're just kind of getting a little stuck. Like, we're just like, okay. And it was like kind of from that moment of getting stuck, it's like, oh, we need a tool so that we can build this to see which way would work the best. So the big vision and what we are determined to accomplish in the next 3 years is to first release the Greenprint VR experience. Then we want to get some land in Georgetown, South Carolina, my hometown, about 3 acres. We have the land represented in the VR experience, and we engage the community to build the micro community there. First, we want to build a micro community about 50, right there, and so we can show the whole process of how you use the game to play, plan, and then build this community. So in the next 3 years, that's what we want to prove that process, and then make it a replicable. my story begins in 1990 when I was born in Georgetown, South Carolina. And I am born to a family that loves to tell stories, especially like the history of our family and even our hometown. So in my family, my grandma is a really big inspiration for me. My grandmother, she was a teacher in segregated schools, and so she knew a lot about the history of Georgetown. That being said, Georgetown, South Carolina is on the coast, and it was once one of the wealthiest cities in America because it produced rice. It actually produced nearly half of all of the rice produced in America. So it was wealthy. And this wealth was created on, my ancestors' back from enslaved labor. And understanding that from a very young age and having that be told to me, how their dignity is systematically really disrespected, and how this exploitation could occur, I was tapped into American history and society on a deeper level.
I really believe that it's just taking one step in front of the other. And I think it was just the perfect timing where I was like, I really wanted to do something that I could do for a lifetime. So I wanted to be part of something that could be built from the ground up with somebody that I could trust, that's a great person, that I believed in. And so working with Jordyn, it was like a no-brainer. It was like just easy from the beginning. And I think I just knew that our combined backgrounds and talents could make this something that I believed everyone would enjoy and benefit from. And we know that this is the time where people need this so much. And it's really, really important for us to show people that you can break ground and actually build a neighborhood or a building or a community or anything, or start putting a farm or a garden in your yard, or you can try these new technologies. So we want people to start taking that Greenprint and make the blueprints and actually start doing this. That's so important to us because we want people to feel empowered.
All right, so now it's time to demonstrate our early prototype in VR. So come on, Umberto, so we can.
All right, now I get to play the game. I had played the game at the event she was talking about that you saw some footage of, but now I'm gonna really get the tutorial, like the hands-on tutorial. So is that it right there? Yes. Okay, I'm in the game.
All right, cool.
Ooh.
So let me get in there with you. Let's get building. So the first thing you're gonna do is you hit that trigger button on your left hand, and it'll bring up the menu. And so if you wanna click like a house, that's like the shelter block, it'll turn up purple, and you use your little joystick and you'll get like a little blue. Yeah, there you go. You already got it started.
Okay, so, and then I gotta move these a certain way, right?
Yes, you can move them to make it look a little bit more organized, and you use like the grip, which is right underneath here.
What's the best way to organize these in a sustainable way?
I mean, hey, we can do how we want to organize. So we could say like, oh, here's a neighborhood over here, and this is where the people are gonna kind of live. That's where the creativity comes.
Okay, so Jordyn, I saw that there was like a bar that comes down for like needs. What is that? That's telling you like what the town needs?
Yes, so if you look at your status, which is actually the little circle, it'll come up, it'll say how much you have available, and if any of those numbers are negative, that's really what you need.
Okay, so I'm gonna exit now. Quit. Wow, so I learned something just playing this game, even the beta version. Thank you so much for coming, ladies.
Thank you for having us.
And you keep up, follow them on Instagram, follow their website, and we're gonna keep you posted. And when they come out with the game later this year, we'll do a nice follow-up segment.